Hello, camera. Hello again. You know, me and camera had some good times together, you know. I just recently started taking pictures of myself. Not in that way, but, you know, just enjoying looking good, okay? But anyway, that's beside the point. Hello, YouTube. My name is June, like the month. You can either call me June, Junebug, Junie, Junior, June Pie, Junie B. Jones, whatever you want. But it gotta have June in it because that's my name. But anyway, today's video, first video, is gonna be a get ready with me plus get to know me, because who wouldn't want to get to know me? Okay, guys, I'm not really as nervous because honestly I've taken a couple videos before this video right here, so you know, I was just going through them. Of course I liked them, but they weren't really straightforward. It was a lot of ranting, but I'm just taking this clip today because I just wanted to introduce myself, you know? But we're gonna be doing everything tomorrow. So like, we're gonna be doing my hair tomorrow and also getting to know me. Today is just an introduction, but yeah, we had a hairstyle and it was still good, but you know, I really don't do anything, so I wouldn't mind redoing my hair 1,000 times if, well, actually I probably would mind doing that 1,000 times, but not really, because, you know, shit, I know how to do my hair now. Well, okay, I know how to do my own hair, but okay, sorry about that battery. But anyway, I'm getting besides the point. But hi, welcome to my channel. I will get back to you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, we're back. It's the next morning, May 17th. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't really know the exact time right now, but we're standing in front of our window. The sun is like in my face, so I'm squinting, but it's the best lighting in the room. But we just woke up and gotta take out our hair. Well, my hair is wrapped up in a scarf, but we're gonna go downstairs and brush our teeth because my breath stinks. And yeah, we'll be back. All right guys, we're back, and this is what the hair is looking like right now. Okay, I know it's a mess, but we're gonna get it together today. But I just wanted to record this clip right now just to, like, you know, get a little introduction to my channel and what we're gonna be doing. If you see me looking over, it's just me looking at some stuff that I read down for what I want to say, because believe it or not, I mean, I really don't have a terrible memory, but my memory can get foggy sometimes. It just happens. But hey guys, this is my YouTube channel, Juniebug. That's what I decided to name it. You know, it's actually, I actually like had to warm up to that name. Well, not necessarily, because the nickname people would give me often is Junebug. So, and then it was another person that was in my life that called me Junie, and you know, I really took a liking to that, you know, so I just combined the two, and Juniebug, there we go. So this channel is just gonna be a get ready with me channel / gym vlog / just life, you know, because I play video games, but I be streaming on Twitch, so I'm gonna just leave that shit over there and just keep this channel to just vlog. I've been wanting to vlog for a minute, but I don't know, I just never really had the confidence to just get on camera and talk. So it was just always just like a idea in the back of my mind. But you know, I do social media, like I draw and shit. I just be posting my drawings on Instagram. I don't necessarily show my face, but shit, I was just laying down and I was just like, shit, maybe I should just start a YouTube channel. Like, you know, I'm already like warming up to the camera. I might as well just start recording myself and just talking, because I have a lot to talk about. Like, I could just talk about anything, honestly. I don't really got to know about it, just what I do know about it. But I'm really into gaming. Like I said, I stream on Twitch, so the type of game I'm into, I'm really into like the single player games, like, but like not really. Like, I really like competitive games, like, you know, Marvel Rivals, Fortnite, all that stuff. But like right now I'm main in Marvel Rivals. Oh my god, guys. That game is fucking a headache. That game is a headache. And then I'm a healer, so all that shit. I'm a main. My main part in the team is to be support. Like, I don't know why I can't main any other. Like, I can't main a DPS or a tank. I mean, I could probably play tank. I played tank before, but being a support is always my go-to. Like, it don't even matter the game. Like, bro, I remember I was playing Fortnite with some of my friends, and I was just supporting them because I didn't know how to build or anything. Like, I was just supporting them in battle, holding the med kits and everything. Like, and of course I will be the first one to get fucked up, because shit, what the fuck am I doing? I also work out too. I've been working out for like 3 years now. Yeah, it's been a journey, and you know what? Working out definitely like helped me with like getting through a lot of shit. Like, before coming here, I used to live with my ex-boyfriend, and I was not in the best state at all. Not in the right set of mind. Not right physically. It was just bad, bro. Shit, the equipment was there, so all I had to do was just lock in. And shit, now we're here. Oh, and I guess I'm really creative too. Like I said earlier, I draw, so I be posting all my shit on Instagram, and I started posting back on TikTok too, and that's about it on the creative side. I mean, I'm creative. I'm pretty creative when it comes to anything, but drawing is really just my go-to. So yeah, and I do like personal care. I do like taking care of myself physically and mentally. I do, because right now we're gonna paint our nails, and then we're also gonna do our hair, and then I don't think we're gonna wax today, but that definitely will be a day where I don't record, because I'm not trying to keep this video super long. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. We're gonna get started now, and then we're gonna really get into the questions. Hey guys, we're back, and we parted our hair. Got it all parted up. I was editing a video, so I didn't do it on camera. Yeah, we're gonna get started, and hang on one second. All right, first question. What made me want to start YouTube? Okay, that should be an easy question right there. What made me start YouTube? So it's 2 reasons actually. The first reason is that I already do social media. So like I said earlier, like I be posting on Instagram, I do Twitch, and yeah, I just decided that I just wanted to do YouTube. But it was just about like, the reason why it took me so long to want to do a YouTube is because I don't know, I guess I was just like, just real self-confident. Like, well, I wasn't self-confident, but I was self-conscious. Yeah, I was self-conscious about how people would perceive me on here. And you know, because you know, it's a lot of people out here that's like really mean and just rude. But and I, at the time, I just really wasn't in the right headspace to just like take on all that, you know, hate. And just, so I was just like, you know, scratch that. Because, you know, back in 2020, I actually did try to start a YouTube, but I was still a kid, and I really didn't know what to do. I mean, I was still into gaming at that time. I was just gonna base my channel off of that, but I wasn't too good when it came to like speaking directly to people. Like, I mean, I wasn't planning on showing my face or anything. I was just having a hard time, you know, talking to myself, you know, just talking in general. And yeah, and then I guess the second reason is that I don't know, I guess I'm trying to build like a portfolio for myself, like because one day I'm going to be on television. I am going to be on television. I want to be on Love Island. I'm saying this now, so if you're watching this video now and then in the future I'm on your TV screen, then I already claimed it. So yeah, so I plan to be on Love Island, and I was talking to ChatGPT about it, and they just recommended me to, like, you know, start getting comfortable being on camera and stuff. And I took it into consideration because I was already, you know, used to I was already warming up to being on camera, because before I wasn't really used to it. But now, yeah, I'm really confident in doing this. So yeah. All right, question 2. What does a normal day in my life look like? Okay, so a normal day in my life, nothing. Okay, let me stop. But no, seriously though, nothing really important. Like, naturally I'm a homebody. Like, I spend most of my days inside the house, only because I just enjoy my own company, if that makes sense. Well, before, like back then, I really didn't enjoy my own company, but I developed into it because, you know, over the past few years, I haven't made friends. Like, I wasn't necessarily a people person, and I guess that caused me to like not have friends. I had friends, but recently I had to cut off all my friends because they weren't shit. I ain't gonna lie, they weren't shit. But and it took me a minute to realize that, and I had to realize that the hard way. And yeah, but over time I just developed to just like my own company. I really do. And but a normal day for me right now is just I wake up, I brush my teeth, you know, I work out too, so sometimes I work out. If I'm not working out, I'll be in my room, you know, playing my game, or, you know, just drawing and shit. Like I said, I'm trying to build a portfolio for myself, so I'm just trying to do things on the internet to just get me out there, for real. Not necessarily, I really don't want to be out there, but like, it would be nice to just be, you know, known, you know. Yeah, known, not famous though, but known. But yeah, nothing really interesting. And I do go outside too. I do go outside, and because, you know, I like to enjoy nature. I do like to be seen because I'm a pretty good looking gal, and, you know, but I really don't like, I mean, I like well, okay, let me rephrase that. Okay, so I'm a good looking girl. Before, I wasn't really like self-confident within, like, for like, you know, with my beauty and shit, because, you know, before I started working out, I was heavy set. Like, so I was really self-conscious in what I looked like, how I walked, how I talked, how my mindset was. So I'm kind of warming up to looking good, like, you know, just taking care of myself and everything, because it was never a necessary fuck, I don't know how to pronounce the word, but it was never really a priority to take care of myself, basically, like back then. And but now I'm doing it and I want to be seen, shit, like, why not? But yeah. All right, guys, sorry. So we did 2 braids off camera because when I'm answering these questions, I tend to rant. So yeah, so yeah, I just don't want it to run long. So third question, what's my favorite color and why? Okay, so my favorite color is purple, but it's a Pacific purple that I like, and that's pastel purple. I really do like my pastel purple. If you know, you see it in the back, that's my razor. It's pastel purple. I really like that color. I like all pastel colors. Like, they're all just so pretty to me. And believe it or not, before I didn't like colors at all. Like, you know, I was always just wearing black and just dark colors, just muted colors. Like, nothing really stuck out in my clothes and shit. Like, I just recently had to buy some new clothes because, well, for one, I couldn't fit my old clothes anymore because I started working out, and, you know, working out, you lose weight and you can't fit the clothes anymore. But, shit. And yeah, I just wanted more color in my outfits because, shit, like, black all the time, that's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I know black is a good color. Black goes with everything. But, nah, for that to be a main color, nah. But, yeah, that's my color. And, yeah. Alright, guys. Fourth question. I'm about to put up 3 and shit. But 4th question. What's something I'm trying to improve about myself right now, okay? What I'm trying to improve. I would say self-confidence. Self-confidence is something I'm trying to improve. I say this because, like I said before, I was self-conscious about my entire self. And this was before I started working out. So I've been working out for 3 years. I'm still working out. But over the last 2 years, I've been developing discipline. Well, I've just been self-reflecting about my whole life. Like I said, before I came to my mom's house, I was living with my ex-boyfriend, and it was really hard because my ex-boyfriend, he wasn't really shit. Like, in the beginning, it was all good, but over time, it just started to get bad, like real bad. And I had to do that all by myself. And I'm actually proud of myself that I managed to, you know, lose weight while being in a toxic relationship. And, you know, yeah, and it just made me feel better about myself. And when I got back to my mom's house, I started really, like, you know, being more open about how I looked and shit, because as I was losing weight, I started to, like, see myself. Like, I started to look really good, and, you know, just, I don't know, I just wanted to, it's a lot. Like, I don't even know how to put it into words, but that's something I'm still working on. Like, I'm trying to get used to looking good, honestly. Like, because before I didn't think that. Like, I always thought I was ugly. I always just thought bad about myself in general. And now that I'm looking at myself, I'm like, damn, I'm really pretty. Like, I'm really pretty, not just pretty, but I'm also very smart and intelligent. And just thinking a lot of good shit about myself, but like I said, I'm not really used to that shit, so I second guess myself a lot still, and that's okay. I'm still maturing. Like I'm 20 now. I started when I was 18. I'm 20 now. I turned 21 in June because my birthday's in June. But yeah, I'm just trying to warm up to this new version of me, and I would say it's going pretty good, but like I said, I still got some maturing to do. But I'm vlogging this, so maybe you guys see it, see the growth. But yeah. Alright guys, got some braids done. We're on this. Alright, so 4th question. Is this 4? No, this is 5. This is 5. 5th question. What's a fear that I'm trying not to let control me? Okay? And it's gonna be pretty straightforward, and that is ego. Ego is something that I'm trying not to let control me. And I say this because the goal isn't to like necessarily kill my ego, because I do have an ego when it comes to, self-respect, just being self-conscious, being aware of everything, and I would say I do struggle with this because I will say I've developed into being an outspoken person. Like, I do speak my mind, but not all the time, but I do speak my mind when it comes to like, disrespect, or if I'm being disrespected, or just like wanting to be right about something, because I feel, if I feel good about where I'm coming from, I'm gonna be very vocal about it. And I don't like when people, I do like to be debated, but I don't like to be debated because I feel like my point of view is right, but it don't be right all the time. Like I struggle with hearing people out and shit, and that's something I also gotta work on. I do avoid vulnerability too. Like, well, I could be vulnerable, but I do have my shield up, because being vulnerable in this world isn't really good, because people like to take advantage of that type of stuff, and I don't like to be taken advantage of. Like, I used to be taken advantage of in my past, but now that I've matured and I'm self-aware of shit, I don't like that shit. And I know ego can turn into arrogance, and with all this shit going on right now, like with the social media and stuff, and let's say if I do like, blow up or something, I know that will be a part of my ego, and I could be, okay, I just don't want that to just take control of me, okay? Because I am a humble human being. Like, I live in the real world, okay? And it took me a while to get to where I'm at, and I do have advice to give. I'm not opposed to giving advice to anybody who needs uplifting, or just needs somebody to be there for them, like, because I didn't really have anybody there for me at all, like, and yeah, it took a lot of courage to get on this camera and tell and share my life, and just, well, to have you guys to just be a part of my life and shit. But yeah, ego is something that I don't want to control me, but I'm not necessarily gonna kill my ego, but I'm gonna be more humble about where I come from, and just hearing people out, and just staying grounded, if that makes sense. All right, guys, so question number 6: what is something I've outgrown recently? I've outgrown weed. weed, W-E-E-E-D, the natural, I don't need to explain. We know what weed is. But yeah, I had to outgrow it because I've been addicted to weed since I was like 17. I took my first edible at 17, and ever since then I just been non-stop, taking edibles and just smoking. I had recently just started smoking. Well, not really, but like actually like just smoking because the edibles ran out. So shit, and I had to get high somewhere. So yeah, smoking weed, and yeah, I had to get over it because well, when I first started taking weed, it was actually good. It actually quieted my mind, if that makes sense. I didn't open my mind until I got to my mom's house. But it actually did help me when it came to like working out and shit, because back when I was staying with my boyfriend, he was providing me with the weed and shit. Not really, but when we would go out and go get edibles and shit, and I would just take edibles while I was working out and shit, and it put me into deep thought. But I was like still like it was just giving me like adrenaline to like work harder and just see myself in the future and how it will look. And let's just say it motivated me to get to where I'm at. And then when I moved back to my mom's house, I was still smoking and shit. And I don't want to say I'm necessarily done with smoking, but I am trying to stop because I really don't like how it makes me feel when I am high. Because yeah, okay, I'm just be honest, but when I smoke, it feels like my third eye is opening. Like it feels like I am more connected to the spiritual realm than being in reality. And to be honest, I didn't like that. Like cause I was so used to being in the real world. I wasn't used to being in the 5D dimension. I wasn't used to that shit. So being in that realm and just being more self-aware about my surroundings and the people around me, I didn't like it because I didn't know how to handle being like that. And I feel like I'm not really scared to go back to doing that because I feel like I can control it. But when I'm by myself, I can control it when I'm by myself. But when I'm around other people, it's really hard to do that. But it's crazy. But yeah, I had to stop doing that shit recently. And you know what? It actually feels good to be where I'm at now. Like I really had to cut that shit out for sure. But that's something I've outgrown. All right, question number 7. What type of music do I listen to? Okay, what type of music do I listen to? I honestly, when it comes to music, I just listen to anything that sounds good. It's not really a specific genre that I like when it comes to listening to music. Like I said, bro, if it sounds good, trust and believe I'm gonna bump that shit in my ear. Like, I don't even care. But I mean, if I was to pick a specific genre though, it would probably be R&B. Like, I feel like I vibe more to R&B music. Not really though, I'm not really listening to music that much anymore. I used to like main music all the time because it really would put me into thought, and I do like to listen to the words of some of the songs that play in my ear. But yeah, when it comes to music, just anything that sound good is going on the playlist. All right, guys, we're on question number 8, and we're halfway done with our hair. We got this side all done. I think it's like 3 more braids right here, and then we're done. Well, okay, question number 8. What's a trend that I could never get into? And this is also going to be straightforward, and that's the baddie trend. What the fuck even is that? Honestly, like, I understand Baddies is a show, and the way that they perceive women on that show is like really bad. Like, it's really bad because it's just like that's not how black women was used to look like, or they weren't perceived that way, and it became a trend. And honestly, I feel like that's like the main beauty standard now, like being a baddie. Like, what even is being a baddie? Like, answer me that. Like, what even is that? Like, people who wants to be a baddie, that's just so dumb. Like, why not? Why? Like, you know, like, because I just feel like being a baddie is to look pretty and fight bitches and just like not be grounded. Like, you know, just not be nice. Like, they always just gotta be dominant or something like that. And that's not how a woman should be perceived in this world, because a feminine is supposed to be soft, nurturing, caring, you know. And being a baddie is just like being a man. Like, you know, like, why the fuck do we want to be men? Like, we don't have to be men. Like, you know, to, you know, it's just not something that I would want to get into, something I don't want to be a part of. I'm not gonna lie, I used to enjoy watching it, but it was only for entertainment purposes only. Like, you know, it was just funny to see these beautiful girls, just see these beautiful women be on camera and fighting each other. Like, why? You know, like, why? Like, I've been watching Baddies since it came out, and I've seen a lot of beautiful women on that show, and it was such a shame to watch them get beat up. It's a shame. Like, and it's just like, for what? Like, you know, like, why? But hey, that's just me. That's just my opinion. But yeah. Alright guys, we're down to our last braid, but this is going to be question number 9. What is one place that I want to visit in the world? And this is also going to be straightforward, and that place is Oregon. I want to visit Oregon specifically because of the nature, and I don't know, I just think it's really beautiful down there in Portland. Like, it's been a dream of mine to want to go to Oregon, and I'm thinking that that's a place that I honestly want to settle down at. I haven't really done any research on it, but I will see videos on TikTok of the scenery there and just the people. You know, I just feel like it's a really good place to want to go and just be there. Like I said, especially for the nature. I've never been hiking, but I would like to go hiking. I live in Ohio, so it's really not that much scenery here, and it's just really not a good place to be settled down at, honestly. But if I was to choose a place, it would definitely be Oregon. But just overall, it's a lot of places I want to visit. I only ever visited Ohio, to be honest. I mean, I've been to other places. I've been to New York. I really liked it, New York. I actually went there with my ex-boyfriend, and it was cool. Like, we didn't take an airplane there, but we drove there, and the scenery on the way there was the best. Like, I definitely recommend just taking a road trip to New York, because the scenery is to die for. I'm not gonna lie. And I took pictures and shit, because we don't get shit down here. We don't see mountains down in Ohio. We don't see that shit. So yeah, and I guess that just opened my eye to just want to see the world, because it's just like, man, it's just, the world is so beautiful if you just go. Like, you know, why spend all your life in the house or just being hidden from the world. Like, bro, being in nature is probably one of the best things I could have possibly opened the door for in my life. And yeah, I just really like being in nature. I like being surrounded by nature. I like being in nature. I just said that, but man, you get it. But yeah, that's definitely a place where I would want to go and visit. And yeah. Alright guys, our hair is freshly done. That's what it's looking like. And yeah, last question. What's one thing that people misunderstand about me? I feel like I would say like my personality. I'm still developing I'm still trying to get used to the new me, but I'm pretty aware of how I am, and I'm just aware of my self-worth and everything. So I feel like people definitely misunderstand me when approaching me. Like, they probably think I'm just stuck up or just like just arrogant to the world, and just like, because like, you know, and maybe it's the way I look. I don't know why people just are so quick to judge other people. I'm not saying it's wrong to judge people, but people do tend to judge me a lot. And I wouldn't say like in a bad way, but they would assume things about me, and when they meet me, they'd be wrong, because like I said, I'm a very humble human being. I am a self-aware of how I look and how I act, and you know, but I don't let that stuff necessarily control me, because like I said, I'm humble, and I know, like, you know, and I know once upon a time I didn't look like this. Like, I didn't look like this. Like, and I'm honestly still warming up to how I look. And so, you know, but the way if people was to perceive me negatively, I wouldn't act on that, because like I said, I know who I am. I know my worth. Like, and I can read people very well, believe it or not. So I know when they're hating on, like, say if a person's hating on me just because I look good. Bro, but why? Like, you know, you can look good yourself. You can be confident with yourself. You just got to put the work in, and people just don't want to put the work in to look better, to, you know? And honestly, yeah, I would just say people just misunderstand my personality. Like, I feel like I am a very kind human, like, willing to listen. I care. I'm very nurturing, and I guess I do wear my heart on my sleeve. But hey, I mean, that's just a part of who I am. I'm a Cancer, so shit, like. But yeah, that's number 10. All right, guys, so this concludes today's video. We didn't get to the nails. That's okay. I only wrote down like 10 questions, so like, yeah, that's it. But I enjoy doing this. I thought at first, and going into this, I thought it was going to go horrible, because I'm not really used to recording myself talking, but it actually felt good to do this, and it feels good knowing that I'm going to continue doing this, you know, sharing my story, sharing my life. And I hope that people would want to come along on this journey with me, because, you know, like I said, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I don't know you, but I'm here for you, bro. Like, I live in a real world the same as you. I've seen things, I experienced things, and I don't regret the things that I experienced because I actually view it as a lesson that needed to be learned, and it actually helped me develop to the person that I am today. And I hope to give that advice to other people that need it, because you know, I believe in this world that it can get better, and I believe in happiness, and I believe in true love, and I believe in all that good fairy tale stuff. I believe in it all, and I'm not ashamed of what I believe in, because it could be true as long as you believe. You just gotta believe, bro. Like, and it'll all come to you. It'll all come slowly but surely. And if it's a lesson that you need to learn, then like, say like if it's a bad time you're going through right now, bro, take it as a lesson. Don't take it negatively. Take it as like, shit, well, it could be worse. Like, you know, like shit, like, bro, there's people living, you just gotta think like, bro, it could be worse. Like, you know, like, God is only gonna give you things that you can handle in this world. Like he's not just gonna put you in no fucking predicament that you don't need to be in, but he's gonna put you in a predicament to where you just gotta realize why you're doing this, or why you're here, or why you're, you know, like. But like I said, some people aren't woke to the real world, but it'll come in waves. And but you just got to be willing to listen. And that's what I did. And it got me to the place where I wanted to be, which is right now. And I'm, like I said, I still got some maturing to do, but I feel like I'm in a good spot in my life. And I'm going to continue to be in this good spot because I enjoy being in. I enjoy it. So yeah, that concludes today's video, and I plan on making a workout vlog sometime soon, but I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure of what I'm gonna do, but like, I'm not really sure. But well, this is Junibug, and peace out.